Today I'm going to make a card from the elements that you're seeing. So I'm just going to move those out of the way so that you can see. Right, a card base I'm using will be 11 and 3/4, scored at 5 7/8, and it's by, let's just turn it around, get this right. It's by 5 3/4. Now I like to often fold my card so I'm putting the edge up against the edge of my trimmer, lining it up and pushing it hard and then scoring. That way you get an even side there. So that's how I like to do it. What have I just done there? Don't know what's happened there. Oh, I seem to have picked up some that's a nuisance. What can I do about that? That's going to be, I think I'll have that on the back, and I will just do something on the back so you don't see that. Okay, so starting off with the front, and I'm going to take my cardigan off because I'm getting too hot. So we're going to start off with a piece of grey granite, or any greys that you've got, and this measures 2 7/8 by 5.5. So we're going to put that there, and then I've got some coordinating DSP, so you can do this with any colours. This is 2 5/8 by 5.25. So we're going to stick that on the top. So if you've got directional paper, just be aware of that. So it's a monochromatic colour. In fact, where's this? Just going to check my fingers. I seem to be picking up some Bush and Bride from somewhere, and I'm not sure where I'm picking it up from. Okay, right, so equal increments all the way around, so that gives it a really nice border on there. And then we're going to put this on our card base. So it's going to be fairly quick because I've cut all my elements out ready. And then we're going to have an equal border all the way around, the top, the side and the bottom. Make sure if you've got directional paper, that's now come from somewhere. Honestly, I don't know where it's coming from. Can't see any on my hands. Who knows? Right, now, that's it. Make sure that's all right. Now, I've got a hexagon, and my hexagon measures roughly 4 3/8, and I think that will be 4 3/8 by, it's actually going into the 16s, but it's just over 3 3/4. So I'm going to put that so it's near enough centre. Oh, where's that come from? Honestly, I think I've got gremlins in my work today. Right, I'm going to face that to the top there. Can't do anything about it. I'm going to have to face it that way. So I'm going to change what I'm going to do, because I'm going to marry that now with the points instead. I wasn't going to do that. I would have preferred to have done it that way, but because that's now happened, these are things that you can do if something goes wrong. I honestly don't know where that has come from. It's a bit of my Blushing Bride. It's an old ink pad, and somehow I seem to have got like, there's the felt in it, and I think in this old ink pad. Let me have a look. No, it's the normal standard pen. Honestly, don't know where those bits are coming from. Really crazy that. Right, so I'm gonna stick on. So I've got layering dies for this. So I am sticking the layering die on top. So this is a blushing bride that I'm sticking on top, but so it's a pinky colour, and I'm gonna put that in the middle. Oh, I've cut myself. That's what it's honestly, I don't believe I've done that. That's what's happened. I've managed to cut myself somehow. Don't know how I've done it. And I'm leaking blood everywhere. So now I'm going to have to strip that off and do it the other way, because I'm going to be covering that up. So fancy that happening. At least I know where it's coming from now, and I can do that. And I've got it all over my ink bottle, and that's why every time I was picking it up, I'm putting blood everywhere. Oh, honestly. Right. So I'll tell you what size that is. So the next size down is 3.5 by 4. And then I've got one that measures 3 inches by 3.5. Now you could do this rectangular, so that would be another way that you could do this with rectangles. You could do it with circles, ovals. It's just I'm putting 3 layers on, and I've actually embossed this, so any embossing folder that you've got, so you can do that. Okay, right, now I'm going to actually put this down now, so we'll put this on the back, on the back, and then because of my bleeding on it, I've got to, oh, I can still do it. I can still do it the way I wanted to do it. I've just realised I've stuck all the blood on that side. Nobody's going to know, by the way, because it will all be covered up. And the glue is actually alcohol, so it will actually sterilise it as well. Oh, honestly, it's terrible, isn't it? Right, now I need my bone folder, which I've had, my bone folder's here. So I've used, cut out already, I've done the Artful Amaryllis. I love this die. So any flower dies that you've got, maybe bend that in the middle, any flower dies will be perfect. That have got some detailing. So you want something that's got a bit of detail. So I'm just gonna softly round my, and I've glued one on top of the other and left them to dry. So, and then just push in the middle a bit. You do get some popping up, that's fine. I'm just gonna bend them in place. That's fine if they pop up, that makes more interest. Okay, so doing that. Okay, and then pop down there. So I'm going to have the grey one. The grey one's going to sit in the middle, and then I'm going to have my 2 other flowers coming in like that. Right, now I'm going to stick those up on a dimensional to start with. So I'm going to bring in my dimensionals and pop them up. So I've actually, as you can see, I've cut them out with some DSP that is marble effect. So I'm going to put this in the middle, and then we'll pop one at either side. Okay, so anyway you want to just kind of tuck in there, and then I'm going to do the same with the other one, tucking this about there. Okay, and then I have got a lovely leaf die. So any leaf dies you've got, and again I've cut this out with DSP that has got some don't know whether it will pick it up, it's not really picking it up, but it's will this pick it up a bigger piece? It was some DSP that I got like this, so I've cut out that, and I'm just going to pop it coming out of the bottom. So I'm going to have it coming out there. Then I'm going to do one that is coming out the top. Now I'm going to think, yeah, I'm going to bend that round. Yeah, so bend it round like that. So I'm only sticking, I'm letting the top stay free. So I'm going to pop that in and let that kind of come so it's almost to the top of the card like that. And then I've got one more, and I don't know whether I want it to kind of go from the pink tuck under. Yeah, I think I'll try and tuck it under my pink at the bottom. So I'll tuck that under the pink and twist that a bit so I can tuck it under the pink. Get it to go down there, tuck under the pink and round a bit. There we go. So I've got it something like that. And then my sentiment, this is just a sentiment with a die that I've cut out on my die cutting machine. So I'm going to just put those up on dimensionals. Right. And I'm going to have this. I don't know where to go. I'm going to go over the side actually. I'm going to go over the side. It's central. Right, now I've got blood there, so let's go for now repairing the damage. Okay, so I'm going to have a look what I've got. So what colour I want to stick in. So do I want to go on the blue? No. Do I want to no? Do I want to go brown? No, I don't want any of those. I haven't got many of those. No, don't want them. Oh, do I want to go? No, don't want any of them. Let's see. I think I might go with the opals. So I think I'm going to go with the opals. So we're going to bring in my, where's that gone? I don't want to lose that blade. That's a brand new one. So I don't want to leave, there we go, my pokey tool. So get my pokey tool and I'm going to stick a opal in the middle. It makes it subtle, but it's nice. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to stick 3 opals in there. Now, found something else that matches the opals. So I've got let's see if that disguises that. So I'm going to go in there. Is that going to disguise that? No. Going to see through that. So I'm going to coordinate I think. Now, have I got a grey granite? Let's have a look. What have I got? Oh, I've got dark smoky slate. So I've got dark smoky slate. I feel this looks on the brownish shade. I've actually got the I'm just really wondering whether to risk trying something, because you can see through them. I have actually got have I got that? No, I haven't. Let's see. I've got some stones. No, they're not quite right. So I've got to figure something out to stick on there to disguise that. So maybe go with seeing what a pearl looks like. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the pearl. So I'm going to disguise it there. I'm going to stick a pearl there and a pearl there. Okay, so I'm going to stick a pearl there, and where's that just disappeared to? Had one, it's gone. So let's see if I stick a pearl just there, shall I, or am I going to stick one there? Plastic. I think I'm going to go for that. Yeah, I'm just going to put them like that. Right, inside, so I'm going to open it up now. I have got a lovely floral design. I'm just going to bring in a piece of photocopy paper, and I'm just going to look at what it looks like stamping off. So remove my card a minute, and I'm going to ink up my stamp it, and then stamp again. Yes, perfect. So I'm going to do second generation stamping, so stamped off, and I'm just going to go for stamping roughly in the middle. There we go. Oh, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to just put happy birthday in this one. So ink that up, and then in the offset that a bit and put it there. There we go. Happy birthday. So I like that. Okay, and perhaps for the envelope I might stick some of that on it as well. But that's your card finished. So I hope you like that. It's just very simple but very pretty. Anybody would be pleased to receive that. So I hope you like that. Oh, that's where that one went. Oh, it's good, isn't it? Right, okay, I'll stick it into something else other than me. Can't get it off. So thank you very much for popping by. I do appreciate that you do support my YouTube channel by watching my videos. Do appreciate it. Quite disappointed that I got to 500 and then don't know what I said, what I did, but then somebody unsubscribed. So quite disappointed about that, but people have choice. They can support you or not. So thank you very much. As I say, do appreciate you stopped by, and I'm going to, I think actually, I'm going to put that along there. Remember how I just said I'd do something with that? I think I'm just going to see if I can just get that, and I'll do that full strength and hope that somehow I pick that up. And that's about right. There we go. So nobody knows that there was a problem on the back then now. So that's another way how to do it. So as I say, thank you very much. Stay safe, stay well. Bye for now.